Hello everyone, my name is Kent Vincent Grappa, and our lesson is all about the Gagnes condition of learning. So, what is Gagnes condition of learning? So, the Gagnes of condition of learning is a theory developed by psychologist Robert Gagnes that explore the review factors that contribute to effective learning. So, in Gagnes condition of learning, there are 9 Gagnes events of instruction. First, gaining attention. Second, informing the learner of the objective. Third, stimulating of the prior learning. Fourth, presenting the stimulus. Fifth, providing learners guidance. Sixth, electing performance. 7, giving feedback. 8, assessing performance. And last, enhancing the retention and transfer. So, the gaining attention, when you say gaining attention, it is of learning is to capture the learner's attention and interest in the subject matter. This can be achieved through the use of stimulating materials, engaging activities, or presenting the learning content a creative and compelling way. For example, like captivating storytelling craft in a compelling narrative that grabs people attention and keep them engaged. This can be done through vivid description, relatable character, or unexpected plot twist. Second, informing the learner of the objectives. So when you say informing the learner objective, it is the statement that describes what learners should be able to do or understand. And after completing a learner experience, of course, these serve as a guide for educator and help in designing effective lessons and assessment learning objectives are important because they provide clear and focus for both teachers and learners, and also they help educator identify what knowledge, skills are or attitude they want students to acquire, and they also provide students with a clear understanding of what is expected of them. Okay, number 3, stimulating of prior learning. So when you say stimulating of prior learning, it is a cognitive strategy used in education to help students retrieve and active their previous learned knowledge and skills. It involves intentionally prompting students to remember and retrieve relevant information from their memory to facilitate the learning process. By stimulating recall of prior learning, the learners actively engage with the existing knowledge base, which not only strengthens their memory of that information but also facilitates the integration of the new information. So example, like the topic of American Revolution. In a classroom discussion, teacher, let us start by discussing what we've learned about the course of the American Revolution. So the teacher asks by the students, can anyone recall some of the key factors that led the revolution? So the students actively participate, recalling and sharing their prior knowledge, such as taxation without representation, the Boston Tea Party, and the Interable Acts. Okay, next is the presenting the stimulus. So when you say presenting the stimulus, it is the fundamental concept in the field of psychology, and to the act of the introducing a specific event, object, or situation to an individual or a group in an experiment or research study. The purpose of the presenting the stimulus is to observe, the measure, the responses, reaction of behaviors of the participants in a response to that stimulus. Okay, next is the providing learner guidance. So when you say providing learner guidance, It is the process of offering support, direction, and the assistance to learners to enhance their understanding and acquisition and application of knowledge and skills. By providing learners guidance, it is empowers learners support their development and enhances their learning outcomes. It helps learners overcome challenges, build confidence, and develop essential skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, self-directed learning, and ultimately effective learning guidance facilitates the growth and success of learners in their education journey. So, six is the electing performance. So when you say electing performance, it refers to the process of gathering information, feedback from individuals or groups in order to assess the performance or obtain valuable insight. The purpose of eliciting performance is to gain comprehensive understand of an individual or a group performance strength, weakness, and areas of improvement. Example is the context of employee performance evaluation. Suppose a company wants to assess the performance of its sale. So the time they decide to use a combination of techniques to elicit performance or feedback. Next is number 7 is the giving feedback. When you say giving feedback is the process of providing constructive information, observation, or opinions to someone about their performance. Yeah. Next is the assessing performance. So when you say assessing performance, it involves evaluating and measuring an individual or a group of performance against predetermined criteria or standards. It is a systematic analyze data and make judgment about the quality, effective, and efficiency of someone work or accomplishment. So the last is the enhancing retention and transfer. So when you say enhancing retention and transfer, it refers the strategies and techniques aims to improving the long-term retention on application of knowledge acquired by individuals. It involves also ensuring that what is the learned effective stored in a memory and can be applied in a practical situation. By, by incorporating these strategies, educator can enhance the retention and transfer of knowledge and skills among students. These approaches promote active engagement, meaningful connections, and practical application, ensuring that students can effectively apply what they have learned in various contexts. Okay, next is the 5 major categories of learning. There are 5 major categories of learning. You have the verbal information, intellectual skills, cognitive strategies, motor skills, and the last is attitudes. So, verbal information, when you say verbal information, it is any form of communication that is conveyed through spoken or written words. Involves the transmission of ideas, thoughts, or messages can be using language. Example, a news anchor reporting the latest updates on a current event during a live television broadcast. So next is the intellectual skills. So when you say intellectual skills, it is the way of thinking and problem solving used by professionals in a field. It is the ability to distinguish, combine, classify, and quantify. So example, critical thinking, the ability of the objectively analyze and evaluate information, arguments, and ideas to make reasoned judgment or decision. So the next is the cognitive strategies. Okay, when you say cognitive strategies, It is a set of mental processes that are consciously implemented to regulate thought process and content in order to achieve or solve problems. Example, making mind maps, visualization, association, using clues in a reading, comprehension, underlining keywords. So next is the motor skills. Motor skills that enable to movement and we do every day. This skills is a crucial part of child development. To find motor skills are those that use the small muscles of the hand or wrist. Examples of motor skills is running, jumping, throwing a ball, or and climbing stairs. So the last is the attitudes. When you see attitudes as emotional components and cognitive components because they influence behavior, attitudes also refer to the bias that influence the learner's action compared to something or someone else.